Oh, it was going so well. I was doing good with skincare. I've been keeping my spending down to a minimum. Welcome to my channel, guys. Hope you're all keeping safe at this crazy time. Wanted to jump on camera, do a quick get ready with me. Don't ever know what I'm filming really. I'm just like trying to fit in videos as and when I can. Yeah, basically I purchased a brow lamination kit at home, a DIY kit. I haven't kept the packaging, I threw it away now. I think I did it on Monday the 16th of March, so today it's Saturday the 21st. I've basically frazzled my eyebrows. You probably can't tell at the moment, but I'm going to zoom in a minute and show you what I'm talking about. I'd seen people on YouTube using the lash lift kit. It was like 20 something pounds, and I thought, okay, I've seen this other one, £9.99. I think I paid £8.99 for it, and I'll show you the product online. That's it right there. It's specifically for brow lamination at home, so it's not a lash lifting kit as the others specified. And the lash lifting kits were working, from what I could tell, fine on people doing it on YouTube. So I just thought, okay, if they've made a simpler step of the product, I want to try it and just see for myself. You've always known that I've had trouble with my coarse, unruly brows, and I thought, okay, I'll try it. And biggest mistake of my life. So before I continue, I'm really hoping I'm not going to get any comments like, oh, how could you be so stupid, oh, you're really going to suffer now. It's like, please don't state the obvious. I know I messed up. We live and we learn, and I'm old enough to know better, to be honest. I just thought it'd be okay. I didn't even check to see if I'll be a suitable candidate for it, because I've had microblading in the past, quite recently as well. Yeah, it came with 2 packets, a permanent solution and a setter, like a neutralizing setting gel to go on afterwards. The recommended time was 10 minutes or longer if the brows were not going straight. If you haven't heard of brow lamination, it's a big thing which is taking over brows at the moment. I do like the way they look, although some are better than others. I don't like the ones which go straight up to the ceiling looking like the Grinch. I just like them to be more full, more feathery, more pronounced. You know, there is some amazing brow laminations I've seen online, and I was trying to achieve that because my brows don't want to stay up. I use the soap brow, which it's good, it helps, but the brow lamination just looked like it was a more permanent solution, even if it was just for 3 to 4 or 5 weeks. So yeah, it came with just 2 packets, minimal instructions. I didn't keep it on longer than 10 minutes, but I burnt my skin. This one here, this is the worst brow. Above you can still see a little bit of redness. I'm going to insert a picture of how my brows were looking when I first did it. Oh my god, I just thought I've ruined them, and I feel now that I've ruined them. I don't know what I'm going to do, because they don't seem to be getting any improvement. The only thing I'm using at the moment is aloe vera gel, Holoca aloe vera gel, Vaseline, and deep conditioning hair conditioner, which you use on your hair. I've been just putting them on every few hours. They feel like Brillo pads and they just curl up. So I'm going to zoom in now. I feel like crying. So we're just curly, granddaddy bristles. And this is the worst one with the redness above it. So obviously I burnt my skin, I think. It's like some kind of chemical reaction, and they're just ruined. Seeing them on camera like this is depressing me. What I've been doing to try and minimize the damage is using a damp cloth with nothing on it, just warm water, brushing the brows to become a little bit more easy to work with. This is what I have to do every day. Then apply a little bit of Vaseline. No, I needed my hair conditioner. So I've just been using the Intensive Hair Repair by Pantene, or Pantene, I don't know what you guys call it, and just rubbing that into the brows as well. You can see where my skin is irritated still. It's been 5 days. The solution did what it was supposed to do initially. It straightened out. This one is feeling a little bit better. I am lucky that I didn't do like some really serious damage to myself. Like, it could have been a lot worse. Using a spoolie afterwards, it definitely, like, they brush up a lot easier. So this is when they're wet. This is when they're damp. I've just put some hair conditioner in them, and they just brush up a lot more easier than they used to. Like they feel like they're not sticking up as much as they did before, and then I just shape them like that. So you can see how the brow lamination is supposed to look if it had been successful. And that's not 100% how I would like them to be. Obviously I messed up. This brow's way worse. It's not as even. The hairs are different lengths. I don't have as much brow hair at the front. To my brow lady, she'll be like very disappointed that I even did this. Can you see how what the solution has done temporarily is relax the hair so they're more easy to comb up? So this is what I was hoping it would be. It's not perfect, but for the time being, what's the hair there? For the time being, this is what I'm working with. So while they're wet and damp, I can comb them to the shape I want, and they're not perfect, but it's the best I'm getting at the moment. And then I quickly try, before they dry, is going with my Precisely My Brow pencil. A few more strokes on. This brow right here is the one which didn't have a lot of hair on the tail end. The hairs are now growing back, but that's like the least of my worries at the moment. Yeah, so I messed my brows up. Completely messed them up. Obviously there's bigger things to worry about. You might think this is just very trivial, but yeah, I'm trying to, a whole aim on doing these videos. What I want to do in the next few days is try and keep everyone's mind preoccupied a little bit more, because I think we need it. I know I need it. All I see is doom and gloom online, so I'm trying to just make my own positivity. We're going to be on lockdown with the kids, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, I say fun. It's going to be interesting. We have a plan. We're going to try and keep school hours from 10 till 2, and you know, there's going to be art club, reading. I was given worksheets, and then my older children are getting sent work online every week from their teachers. But I might throw in some vlogs on how we're getting on in doing what we have to be doing. Why not? I think that might maybe cheer people up if they're sitting at home with nothing to watch. They can see my kids learning, how I'm teaching them. I want to be organised, but we'll see how it goes. Can you believe I did that to my brows? I can't believe I did it. As time goes on, they will become again not straight. They'll end up being curly again. If there's anyone out there who's used to dealing with chemicals, even permanent solutions, relaxers, please give me some tips below on how to get my brow hairs feeling soft again. They are so bristle and Brillo pad. They feel completely awful and frazzled and burned. So if there's any ideas on how I can restore them back to how they were, I'll be really grateful. I'm just so scared it's going to take months. That's what I'm scared of. That's my biggest fear. I've already done my skincare. I'm using the YSL blurring primer. So yeah, I don't recommend anyone trying a lamination DIY kit on yourself after what happened to me. This primer has to be one of the best primers I've ever tried. So most of my foundations are heavy coverage, and I wanted something which was lightweight. I did a sneaky buy and purchased the Stila Hide and Chic foundation. Not a lot on YouTube about this foundation, but it was on sale. So like I said, I've been limiting my spending, and when something like this pops up with 30% off, I got it. It was £21.50. I got the shade medium 2. It's a little bit light for me, and I am self-tanned at the moment, so I have been mixing it. But today I want to try and maybe not mix it. We'll see how it goes. I've used it a couple of times. It's definitely a very lightweight foundation. It won't cover up any acne scars or if you have any problematic skin. I like it. It's so lightweight, and it has skin benefits as well. Beauty Bay website sounds weird. A lightweight full coverage foundation. It's not a full coverage foundation. It's quite a sheer foundation. It's been compared to Pat McGrath's foundation, but a lot more affordable. Hide and Chic fluid foundation, light liquid. The light liquid texture creates undetectable coverage, blurring pores, leaving skin silky, breathable, infused with skin-loving ingredients. The formula instantly plumps and hydrates the skin. It's a really nice hydrating lightweight foundation. Stila do have a sale on in the UK, up to 30% off lots of products. This was one of them, and if you're looking for a nice, easy, on-the-go, quick, lightweight foundation for the daytime, I would definitely recommend it if you're dry. If you're oily, you're not going to like it, and I find you do still have to set it as well. I'm going to use my It Cosmetics brush. I don't want to do too much makeup today. It's very, very runny. I'm going to do about 4 little pumps on here because it is quite light coverage. That's the colour it is for medium 2. It's a nice neutral colour, but it's just a little bit light. I like using this brush from It Cosmetics because it gives you a chance to, like, to really work in the areas you want to go. Can you see how light that is? Like, and it just makes the skin look like you're wearing nothing and it's your skin. I promise you, it is so lightweight. So I think people are right in comparing it to the Pat McGrath, but it's only £21.50. Colour's not bad. I'm going to quickly speed this up and get this on my face. Now, normally with, I don't think I've tried this foundation with the YSL primer yet. It seems to have mattified it a tiny bit because it is quite a hydrated, radiant looking foundation, but I still need to set it. It tends to be a little bit tacky. I don't think it's a long wearing foundation, but if you touch up with powder throughout the day, I don't think you're going to have any issues with it. The fact that it looks so good on the skin, I'm willing to take the sacrifice that it doesn't last a good 8 hours. I can't say I've gave it a really good thorough wear test because I think I've had it on my skin probably 6 hours, and I did mix it initially with one of my other foundations because it was quite light when I first did my self tan. But close up, it's a very, very nice coverage foundation. It's just lightweight. You can still see my skin through it. It's not looking cakey. I'll turn the ring light down slightly. Ooh. Gives a really nice healthy look. I like that. Ignore the brows. Looking really nice. I'm so happy with it. I really, I needed some lightweight sheer coverage foundations. I didn't want to wear sometimes a heavy foundation for the daytime, and a lot of them are heavy. So I've just finished setting it with the Jouer. I just used some L'Oreal True Match concealer mixed in with Nabla Close Up Concealer. I purchased another one of those. It was on sale. I'm all about getting things which are on sale at the moment, and I know Nabla is a nice hydrating light coverage concealer. It's so good when you start playing with makeup and getting into makeup and you start realising what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It is a very liberating feeling. So as far as what is happening right now, the panic buying, the shelves empty, it is crazy. But all I can think of when I hear people complain about it, it's like we're all in the same boat. But I guess some are worse off than others. They haven't got the ability to get out and get what they need. And there's been a lot of community pages coming together, offering help where they can, offering delivery services, getting to the people who need the help the most, which I think is really good. I myself haven't been panic buying. I've just been sticking to maybe getting 1 extra bread, 1 extra milk and stuff like that. But I literally am the same when I go to the store. There's nothing left for us hardly. It's annoying, but what can we do? We're all in the same boat. The supermarkets reckon their deliveries are fine, but it's just people buying too much. But now they've put a limit on how much we can buy in the store, which I guess is a good idea. And then they've got people queuing up. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You're seeing it every day just like I am. It just felt like we're in the apocalypse. Something we'll never forget in our lifetime. Something we'll be telling our grandchildren for sure. Clients have been cancelling me. I've had beauty procedures myself, which I've been wanting to get. They've been cancelled. I had a facial planned for today. It is Mother's Day tomorrow in the UK. It's going to be hard for people who can't get to see their mothers if they're over 70 years old at the moment because they're being put in isolation. But it's quite a pale concealer. I'm looking quite too bright under the eyes maybe. In the mirror it looks fine. Over here in the UK they're saying it's supposed to be a 12-week turnaround of trying to get things to go back on the decline again, but we will see. I'm actually not taking it that bad about the kids being at home. I thought I would be freaking out. Kind of looking forward to it because I'll be sitting there giving them one-to-one time for me to sit there with them and do the work with them and read to them. All I plan on doing is keeping it simple, like reading, doing one of their worksheets which was given to them by the school, doing art club, having a movie afternoon, just keeping it quite laid back and as simple as I can. I know it's so early days. It only happened on Friday for us, and I know that in the States they had closed the schools a couple of weeks ago, so we are behind in that. So it only happened to us on Friday, so it's very, very early days yet. If you see me in a couple of weeks' times with lots of grey in my hair and a little bit tired and just start crying on camera, then you know it's not going so well. I'm just putting a tiny bit of concealer underneath. I've been going a little bit more easier on the concealer on the lids. And I just use my finger to press the remaining what's left into the skin. Gives it a little bit of a highlight as well. I think for quickness today I'm just going to use the Cali Contour palette for eyeshadow. Get some use out of it because it's just sitting here in my drawer doing nothing. Do I have any new eyeshadow palettes? Oh, I have ordered the Colourpop one. Doing very simple eye contour in the crease, and I'm going to bring it in towards my nose. It's going to be very quick and simple today. Definitely interested to hear how you guys are handling everything. I myself I don't know anyone personally who's got the virus. I'm so scared of what I can and can't say on YouTube because apparently they're blocking videos who mention the C word. So bring that brown right down, give the nose a slight contour. Then with a darker shade, same brush, not going to bother switching brushes, this is a clean brush anyway. Going to go over darker shade. It's such a cool toned colour, I don't know if it's going to show up. Just try and deepen that crease up a little bit. Yeah, it is. With that same concealer brush, I'm just going to dip into that banana powder, the light powder in here, and just quickly give my lids a bit more brightness. Just on the outside of my eye, I'm going to give myself the tiniest little flick of eyeliner, but not taking the black all the way in. So keeping the black on the middle part and just outside. I have completely screwed up this one. Smudged it out in a second. Don't ask me what happened, I got carried away and went a little bit too thick on the outsides, but I'm just going to leave it. The only thing I'm going to do now is run some brown, the same colour, underneath. Just mix them both together real quick. And just run that under. I'm using Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I think this is one of their new ones. Not totally happy with this. It's better than the Wet n Wild one I purchased a couple of weeks ago. But the Maybelline Sensational is a better mascara in my opinion. What's next? So I've just finished sticking on these 3D Angel lashes. These are like £2, what my daughter got me for a gift. They're pretty decent. Quite dramatic, but when I do a simple eye, I like to wear a dramatic lash. I did just buy a Wet n Wild blush, but I didn't know it was a shimmer. It looked matte. This foundation though is looking so nice on my skin. So nice, but I need some colour. What I would like to know is what's affected you the most. Is it the isolation? Is it the lack of food? Is it the fact that everyone keeps talking about it, including myself? That's all there is to talk about. It's like that's all there seems to be to talk about. I'm trying to keep positive about it. Now I just messed up my bronzer. I also got a new lip liner by LA Girl. This is in the colour Cafe. It looks a little light, but we will see how it goes. It's very light for my liking, but it works. It just about works. I've had worse. Nikki, if you watch this video, these two colours by MAC, it's Leave Me Breathless and Bare Bling. Both are amplified cream lipsticks. I know you love your nudes and these are up your street. You might have already got them. Bare Bling is a little bit lighter than Leave Me Breathless. They are so gorgeous. You'll love them. I'm going to wear Leave Me Breathless today. I love their I'm not a big fan of MAC, but these lipsticks, the amplified ones. What the hell is that on my face? So this is the Wet n Wild blush I purchased. The shade is called Nudist Society. So it looked a beautiful colour online. I thought it was going to be a matte, and it's not. It's a shimmer. Let's see how much of a disaster this is, and then I can pass it on to my daughter. Oh, it's not bad. A little bit more similar to Luminoso by Milani, but it's a different shade completely, which is good. I can't stand overly shimmer blushes. That's quite nice. You can't really see a lot of shimmer in the product, but it's left a nice amount of colour on my cheeks, so I'm happy with that. For highlighter, I've been loving going back to my Iconic London drops. I still have these and I don't use them enough, and I have been using them as well as a base for underneath my foundation. Makes my skin look so good. I love it. It's such a beautiful summery highlighter without the heaviness of a powder. I don't even think I'm going to come back and do my hair. I'm going to close out the video just as it is, because it is what it is. This is my quick, I would say, everyday glam. If I want to look nice, I would stick to neutral colours and stick on a nice pair of lashes. Keep everything neutral, glowy. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to finish my hair off camera, get dressed and carry on with the day. Just wanted to let you know what happened with my poor brows. Any advice on those, I'd appreciate it. Let me know how it's going in your end of the world, and please stay safe, stay positive. And if you want to see some fun vlogs and get your mind off it, I will be doing some of those with the kids. I wish everyone luck with that, as well as myself. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon with another video.